Fox 55 Sports. This is The Locker Room.
So with that, we say good evening to you all and a warm welcome inside the locker room. My name is Justin Prince, joined as always by my PIC partner in crime, Mr. Peter Hood.
How you doing, big fella?
Good. How you doing, buddy?
Not bad.
Missed you. It's been a week.
Wait, come on, man. We can't fool the viewers. They know we hang out. We had lunch together today.
Yeah, we did. Brunch.
Brunch.
Boys
yeah.
brunch.
Yeah.
Bryce Vance, shout out to you too.
Yeah.
And Pete, we are now officially in the
Chris
home stretch.
Maloney, he was there.
I forgot Chris Maloney.
Yeah, we love you, Chris.
We like to forget him sometimes. Just kidding, Chris. We are now officially in the home stretch of the girls' high school basketball season. Tournament play begins in less than 2 weeks, and with just a few games remaining in the regular season, the SAC is as wide open as it's been in several years, Peter.
Yeah, coming into the night, Carroll, Southside, and Snyder all still very much in the mix for a conference championship. Homestead and Concordia there, but kind of on the outside looking in. The Chargers and Archers, though, both unbeaten in SAC play tonight. Those two teams squaring off to figure out which team will control its own destiny moving forward. To Charger Fieldhouse we go. Southside playing shorthanded tonight. Leading scorer Olivia Smith not in the lineup. But Carroll's leading scorer, yeah, she was on the floor and ready to play in this one. We're talking, of course, about Emily Parrott, seen here scoring off the inbound. Two of the St. Francis signees, 20 points, put the Chargers up 20 midway through the third quarter. Later in the third, Carroll adding to that advantage. They get it inside to Olivia Lowry. Good catch, good finish. Carroll rolling. They are up 28 at that point.
Wow.
And in the fourth quarter, this game pretty much decided, but Chargers keeping their foot on the gas. Great ball movement. Natalie Jackson knocks down the triple. And then more good offense from Carroll. Jasmine Anderson there to finish this one off. Chargers move to 6-0 in conference play. They win this one easily, 74-50, your final.
We won against the Southside team was missing their heart, their leader, their heart and soul. You know, and the thing is, I give credit for Southside to play as hard as they did and keep it competitive. And I really think that, you know, we're not looking at conference championships or anything. We're looking at what can we do to get better so we can win sectionals and move on in the tournament. So that's our goal. You know, it's a bonus if we win the conference, but right now we're just focused on sectionals right now.
We have so much drive and motivation that we can really take us very far, and so it means a lot, and everybody is like focused on winning. We just don't want to stop playing.
Chargers back in action tomorrow when they travel to Angola for a non-conference tilt. That one will be interesting.
Yeah, big win for the Chargers there. Over to Concordia we go. Snyder paying the Cadets a visit. Panthers just one conference loss coming in tonight, trying to keep pace now with Southside sitting in second place. Snyder led by 7 at the half, built on that lead in the third. Jordan Poole, the dish inside to Samantha Kavish for the bucket. Later on, Poole pushing the place, paying distributor once again. Feeds Destiny Craig for 2 of her 9 points. That pushes the Snyder lead to 11 with 2 to play in the third quarter. Cadettes would cut the lead to 6 after 3, and in the fourth, they kept on coming. Shantice Craig, 2 of her 13, lead down to just 2. Later on, Cadettes up a bucket now. London Betts with the steal, and then in transition, she finds Grace Hedke for 2 of her game-high 18. Cadettes go up 4. They hang on to win this one by 3. 49-46 your final. Concordia, Snyder, Homestead, all tied right now with 2 conference losses, sitting in third place.
Speaking of Homestead, let's head down to the southwest side. Spartans taking on Northside, and this one pretty much a one-sided affair early and often. Ayanna Patterson, there's a reason she's ranked as the third best prospect in her class in the country. A couple plays later, Patterson the dish. This time it's Amber Austin on the finish.
Good to see her back.
Absolutely. Healthy, looking good. Northside, though, able to answer. Olivia Jones creates her own shot, gets it to fall, but again, Homestead pretty much in cruise control tonight. A wide-open Allie Stevens knocks down the triple. Good ball movement. And then later, you're going to see Molly Stock knock down a triple as well. She's able to get it to drop. Homestead wins easily, 78-24.
Final girls stop in the SAC comes over at Dwenger. It's a battle of the Bishops. Saints hosting Bishop Lures. Dwenger got the offense going first. On the break, Kayliana Hamill feeds Lexi Linder. She steps into the J for 2. Later on, Linder repays the favor. She dishes to Hamill in transition, and Hamill tickles the twine from distance. Saints go up 5 after a quarter of play. Second quarter now. Lures, they find a little bit of life. That's Janiyah Bright attacking the rack for 2 points. And then later on, inside, you're going to see a wide open and apparent from Bright for 2 more. That cuts the lead down to just 3, but too much Dwenger this evening. In transition, Claire Frazier, you're going to see the sweet lefty stroke. Dwenger, they go on to win a tight one tonight, 50-45, your final.
Hey, props to whoever decorated that gym.
I like it.
Yeah, looks good. All right, so we know now what the SAC looks like on the girls' side. Here's a quick look at the top 2 teams in the NE8. Norwell, undefeated in conference coming into the night. They topped New Haven 71-55. Columbia City came in with 1 loss, which I believe was to Norwell. Yep. They topped DeKalb 53-36. So the Knights can win the NE8 with a victory at East Noble tomorrow afternoon.
All right, we move on to the NECC now. Garrett looking to clinch a share of the NECC crown visiting West Noble. This one tight all night long. Opening quarter, no different here. Nichelle Ferris hits the jumper, other end of the floor. Natalie Armstrong, you're going to see her dish to the wide-open Faith Owen in the corner for the tray ball. Garrett takes the lead.
Armstrong, an assist specialist, one of the leaders in the nation in that category.
Yeah. Back the other way. Ball finds its way to Ferris once again. That's another jumper for her. She finished with a team-high 11, but the Chargers, they sat in a zone on defense all night long, and the Railroaders made them pay. There's Owen, another triple. She finishes with 12 points tonight. Garrett clinches a share of the NECC. It's their first conference title, at least, since 2014 when they were in the ACAC. They win 49-42.
Elsewhere in the NECC, Angola, fresh off its 3rd conference tournament title in the last 4 years. Hornets trying to keep their regular season championship hopes alive. They need a win at Churubusco tonight to do that, but good start for the Eagles on senior night. First quarter, Georgia DeBolt draining a triple, and then you're going to see Brielle Shearer picking the pocket of Hannah Knoll. That's tough to do. Shearer finishes it off at the other end. That puts Busco up by 3, but Knoll and company come right back. The Central Michigan signee, pure on this pull-up jumper in transition. And then later in the first, you're going to see Angola forcing turnovers. Leads to a layup on the other end from freshman Kylie Caswell. These Hornets, young but talented, Prince.
Yes, they are.
Obviously, they got a couple good upperclassmen as well, but a lot of freshmen. Hornets led by 7 after 1. They go on to roll 67-27.
Final girls stop on the evening comes in Albion. Central Noble paying host to Eastside for an NECC showdown. This one all Cougs from the jump, already up 2. Megan Keeble says, hey, we want some more. She hits the triple. Central Noble goes up 5. Next trip down the floor, you're going to see Bridget Gray step into the 15-foot jumper. Smart move to not take that contested jumper.
I miss student sections, man. It looks like they had a little one there tonight.
Yeah.
I miss packed houses.
I do too. Cougars go up 7 early. Eastside needs a timeout, but it never really helps. Here you see Casey Hunter hitting from just inside the long line from the corner. Central Noble cruises 53-23. Your final from Albion tonight.
All right, over to the boys' side now, and we stay in Albion. Again, it's Eastside paying Central Noble a visit in the nightcap. And just like the girls, this one pretty much all Cougars. Early on, Logan Guard finishes in tight, 2 of his 6 points on the night. Later on, the scoring machine, Connor Asijan, doing what he does best. That's put the ball in the bucket. Big night for the all-time leading scorer at CN. Game high 20 for Asijan. Central Noble, your NECC tournament champs for a second straight year. They cruise 54-32 the final.
All right, staying in the NECC, we make our way out to Turtletown once again. Churubusco comes in at 8-2 on the year, hosting the Angola Hornets. Busco led by double digits at half. Third quarter, adding to it. Jackson Paul splashes home a 3 from the left wing. That puts the Eagles up 13. Angola not going away, though. Other end, Joel Knox doing the dirty work. Hustle play leads to an easy bucket for Dylan Oberlin. And then moments later, you're going to see more from Oberlin. This time, the big fella scores off the underneath out of bounds. That trims the deficit down to 12, but Landon Jordan and company too much on their home floor tonight. You see the future Huntington Forester finishing through contact. Right here, it's the Eagles who go on to win this one tonight, too. 73-54 your final.
All right, in the NLC, Warsaw, Coach Moore and company having a pretty good season in year number 1 at the helm.
On top of the NLC coming in tonight, I believe.
And student section was rowdy is what the script says. I don't think I saw the student section there. Anyway, Amarion Moore scores the only points for the Minutemen in the first quarter. Tigers 7-2. They lead this one after 1. And then in the second, it's Jackson Dawson knocking down a 3 for Warsaw. But Minutemen eventually got that offense going. Peyton Fish gets the pass, puts it in, and Concord goes on to win this game 37-33, your final.
All right, back to the SAC we go, and back to Homestead we go. It's the boys' teams now. Spartans taking on the Northside Legends, and you can just call this one the Luke Goody Show. First quarter, Goody hits the triple, the first of many you're going to see tonight. Legends come right back, though. Rodney Woods, 3-ball of his own right back on the other end, and then once again, we said a lot of Goody threes, and that was the case. Right down the barrel, bang. Legends answer, though. Nice finish from Michael Dye. Keeps it close, but Goody was feeling himself tonight. Gets a little overshadowed sometimes with Fletcher on that team, but still so good for the Illini commit. 10 3-pointers tonight, Pete. 10.
Not bad.
Not bad at all. Luke finishes with a game-high 41 points. His teammate Grant Simmons wanted in on some fun, too. He steps into the 3. Homestead rolls 85-49.
Back on the northwest side, Southside paying Carroll a visit. Chargers trying to keep pace with rival Homestead atop the SAC standings. Archers come into this one with a 4-6 record, but Prince, they played better than a 4-6 team tonight. Picking up first quarter, Austin Jordan bounce pass to Derek Rutch for a pair. Later in the first, it's another assist for Jordan, this time to a trailing Keith King, who knocks down the 3-ball. Southside goes up 5. Archers hung tough in this game all night, but they just had no answer for this young man. Jalen Jackson continuing his phenomenal junior season. 3 the old-fashioned way, and then you're going to see Jackson get 3 more. This isn't normally his game, shooting a 3, but
he can do it.
If he's making that shot, good luck. Game high 27 points to go along with 14 boards for Jackson. Carroll beats Southside 53-44.
All right, back to the cage we go. Snyder boys paying Concordia a visit for the nightcap tonight. Panthers got out and scoring early on. Elijah Brown to the cup for 2 of his game-high 22 points on the night. Later on, you're going to see Aiden Lambert attacking the rack on the baseline drive. Good finish there on the reverse layup, 2 of his 12. Snyder takes an early 5-point lead. Yeah, I feel you, kid. But Concordia able to hang around all night. David Speckhard from the corner for 3 gives the Cadets a 1-point lead right back. Later on, Ajani Washington misses the first, but always follow your shot, kids. Gets the board, the stick back, plus the foul. 14 points, 4 rebounds for Mr. Washington. Yeah, go ahead and flex. Concordia wins a tight one, 59-57.
A little bit of a surprise there.
A little bit.
Final stop tonight comes back at Dwenger. Battle of the Bishops on the boys' side as well. Dwenger playing some good basketball lately,
Yeah,
Prince.
they are.
And it was all Saints in the first half. Brendan Lytle, Tarako Sioka. I feel like we've seen this a time or two on the football field.
Yep.
Finishes the alley-oop. Saints take a 10-point lead to the half. Third quarter, though, back come the Knights. Jalen Thompson, said it once, we've said it a million times, perhaps the most underrated player in the city or in the area. And then later on, Nalen inside, gets it to go off glass. Game high 17 for Thompson. Lures back within 6, but too much from Dwenger tonight. Inbounds, Lytle on the baseline jumper. He matched Thompson with a game high 17. Added 5 assists as well. He's also pretty underrated on the basketball court. Making it 4 straight wins for Coach Kostoff's crew. Saints win 53-45 the final.
And the script here, it's time for our play of the night, just says Luke Goody is good at basketball.
That pretty much sums it up.
Yes, it does. Luke Goody tonight had himself a game. Fletcher Lawyer had a 50-point game earlier this year. Luke Goody just had 41 tonight. 10 made three-pointers in a big win over Northside for his Spartans. The Illini commit going off. I believe that's a career high for Mr. Goody as well. Congrats to Luke.
Seems almost unfair to have that much skill in one backcourt at the high school level.
It really, really does. You know, it's.
One guy goes for 50, like you said earlier in the year, and then about a month later, the other guy goes for 41.
Chris Johnson must be loving life right now.
Yeah, I think his program's in a pretty good spot, I would say. And they're at #1 Lawrence North tomorrow, number 2 in the state versus #1 in the state in Class 4A. So that will be surely interesting down in Indianapolis.
Going to be a good one.